Good morning. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm glad it's the weekend.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
I think this week turned me every way but loose.
You know what? I'm going to try to hold my composure through this whole meeting because I'm pretty sure it done tied. He done did that too. I'm going to try to keep it together because you know exactly. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm trying to see where we want to start. Wait, you hadn't uploaded nothing yet.
Oh, forgot. I don't even got no scale here with me.
Okay, you not. Okay. So make
I
sure,
can I
just
can
do it.
measure. Well, I guess it'll be if I do first thing in the morning. It'll be Monday morning.
Okay. And then just put it on there. All right. So, how how has this week gone for you?
It has made me realize that if I realistically want to do this, I need to do some more at-home workout.
Okay. Okay.
Um, because it's like actually I do really good getting to the gym on Mondays, and I don't know if it's because it's like okay, fresh start for the week. I'm in the mood. I'm happy. But then after Monday, I'm struggling to get to the gym, and it's been happening too many weeks. So now I'm like, okay, it's time for me to adapt.
Okay.
Because I don't want too many more weeks to go by, and this happens. So, definitely need to adapt to doing more at-home workouts.
Okay. So before you go any further, I did have a request from one client. So now you know at one point I was doing 4 a.m. workouts. And that was
Uh-huh.
mainly because with the scheduling, and then I mean to me, you just get so much more accomplished when you get up earlier. Now, does it have to be 4 a.m.? No, it does not. But anyway, what she wants me to do is starting Monday to just send a text message, that I'm not telling y'all to get up, but hey, I'm up. So I'll shoot a text message, I'm up, boom. Y'all need to be getting up around the same time too. Cause if you can do like a 5:45, like set a time to work out at
Mm-hmm.
to be started by 5:45, meaning you wake up at 5. That's not too bad. It's not 4, cause 4 that mean you gotta be up at 3. But
Yeah.
so, something like that would definitely be beneficial because what you're doing is you're working out for maybe 30, 40 minutes from the comfort of your home. Then you're going to the shower or whatever, doing breakfast, and I promise you now, them first few days, it's like, ew, no, this is a lot. But when you see that, bruh, it's 8 o'clock and I done did all this, like, it feels so good.
And I feel like I'll be more productive that way too. And once I have a little bit more flexibility over my schedule in a couple of weeks,
Okay.
I'll be able to get back to going to the gym. But right now, it's like I'm struggling.
And I'm not
And
anti-gym. I'm definitely not. But when COVID happened, and then we had to transition, to the house, and I've been here, and it's been working out so great. I don't even think I want to look at one. To
yeah,
me, it's the privacy, it's the peace. I ain't got to get out and worry about if somebody done wipe this off or not, or
yeah,
if somebody was in here with the measles, and none of that, none of those thoughts occur. And then, of course, the gas, which I know we do have somewhere that's close to us, but still, the commute, even if it's just a minute down the street, like you don't,
right.
not, all that stuff is eliminated now. And then I promise you, you will see that if it was taking you 10 minutes or 15 minutes to get ready to leave out the house, and then an additional 15 minutes, that's 30 minutes that you could be making
Right.
breakfast.
And I think so. Realistically, the reason I had switched to the gym is because I lacked enough discipline to do it at home.
Okay.
Like I needed something to make me work out because I had gotten to a place where if I was at home, I wasn't doing it for real. But
Okay.
now that my discipline has been up and consistent all this year, I think that I have the discipline to at least work out. Now I'm looking for convenience.
Okay.
So it's like my needs are a little bit different at this point. Like I was doing the gym because I'm like, In the past, if it was an at-home workout, I'm gonna do it until it didn't get done. But now it's like, well, I have the discipline is now found in the time.
And unfortunately, we're gonna have to pull that time from a time you don't want to pull it from.
Exactly, and there's something that I have to master, like, which it's kind of been working itself out. Because I've been so, like, by 9 o'clock, 9:30, I've been so tired.
Okay.
To the point where it's just like, oh my God, I'm tired. So it's been helping me to go to bed earlier than I normally would, because I was like a midnight every night girl.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, and still getting up like around 7 something, but I'm so tired that I don't feel like working, I don't feel like going to the gym because I'm tired.
Okay.
But I don't know. I have to find. That's what I'm gonna spend this weekend doing. I'm out of town, but in my free time, finding practical ways to. And it's like on days when I don't have, which I do like a lot of extracurricular type stuff, like in organizations, and when I have a evening meeting, that's when it's like it goes to crap.
Okay.
And so between like trying to get Remy from my mom's house, get her home, get her situated, but I'm probably going to have to, like, on the weeks that I have that, and then I also teach class on some evenings.
Okay.
So my class, and then I got Bible study. So some weeks it's like 2 nights a week. Getting home later, or it could be 3 nights.
Okay.
So I have to work on some practical things to do on those late evenings to keep me from. And I don't know, it may just be like, okay, on them days, if I haven't prepped anything, we just gonna eat out. Like, I can't come home trying to cook and do all the stuff. We may have to just eat out so that, we can come in, she can eat, she can get a bath, and she can go to bed, and then I can start my stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's only going to happen with planning better.
Yes, and that's the correct answer. It will. So let me ask this: Have you started doing the weekly planning of the phone all at once on a Sunday? Have you started that yet?
I have not, and I think I need to switch it to Saturdays.
Okay, and
the
what?
only way it's going to work is if I do it Saturdays. And I need to start doing it as soon as, which I probably can find. I wonder if I can find, like, some type of e-planner to put on my iPad.
Well, so this is what you don't want to, like, overcomplicate things, because we have this for this, this for that, this for that, and really when we can just compartmentalize all of it and use one tool, because now we're adding more things to do,
Right.
So,
but if I do it on my iPad, then it'll be on my phone.
Right. Okay. But I'm talking about just use your the calendar. That way you don't have to. And I don't even know what app you're talking about, but if you did have to pay or something. But the cool thing, I don't think a lot of people.
I'm trying to get you to create something. Like some type of like ebook where it's like where we can like plan out our meals, like where my meals can be there, my grocery list, my schedule. Like I need an all-in-one type deal
on one thing.
Yes.
Okay, so wait, let me ask you this. Did you know on your calendar, because this was one tool that I did know. That's why I just use the calendar for everything now. So let's say, you got a meeting in Little Rock at 3. When you put that meeting down, meeting Little Rock 3, and then you set the alert for it to start, to remind you an hour before. It's also a section on there where you can add the location, so then it can tell you how long it's going to take, like what time you need to leave the house to ensure,
I do that.
Okay.
Yes, I do that.
And then, so what I did this morning, I got up early and I just went on while I was laying in bed, because of course, I mean, I just literally got out, took a shower right before we got on here. But I worked on putting everything in my calendar for this, well, you know, the weeks that start tomorrow or whatever. I did my homework for next week, and I scheduled the emails, but because everything is on, but it's, I don't know if you can see it, it's even listed here on my for me to do the stuff, which I done already pretty much did everything except for the scheduled content for the week and make the tea. But that's what I was trying to tell you in the I think when I inboxed you about go ahead, and when you have downtime just laying in the bed chilling or whatever, go ahead and start doing whatever you can do via phone or you know, back office emails or whatever. Do all that from bed. That way when you do get up, that stuff over with, you know, and now you can work on other things. But maybe we can look at like a 6:45, like working out by 6:45. Is that
okay?
Because that's a
more
little
attainable.
Yes.
Yeah, that's more attainable. But I need to start planning because Sundays are not becoming, I don't want to say they're not becoming a rest day, but like that's like a one thing, we gotta go to church.
Yes.
So when we gotta go to church, I'm getting up earliest in the house, because if I don't get up 2 hours for everybody, we gonna be late or we ain't gonna make it to church. And so I'm getting up super early, you know, whereas most people sleep in on Sundays. It's not my sleep in day. I'm getting up just as early as the work day. Then I'm making sure everybody gets situated. We get out the house. Then we at church. And then most of the time, it's becoming now because of the busyness of life.
Right.
On Sundays, you know, we going to Little Rock, we going to dinner, and then we going to do our errands. Like that's the day we going to do our errands. Like going to Target.
Right.
I'm sorry, DEI protesters, but
Yeah.
we're going to Target. It's my happy place. I'm just not willing to give it up. Going to Target, going to here, going, you know, like that's become the day that, you know, we do all our errands. And so then by the time, which is why I have been doing the Walmart delivery on Sundays, because, and I may even need to switch that to Saturdays, because by the time the delivery gets there that morning, and unless I like just go and prep some stuff for church, which I could do that, by the time we get home, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Ooh, 6 on Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most Sundays I'm not getting home till like 6, because we get out of church like around 1. Then we go on to Little Rock. You know, you get there about 2 o'clock, and you eating.
Right.
And it's about 3 something, and you go in by the time you do a couple errands and get back, it's about 6 o'clock. And then you ready to like just wind down. That's
true. Now, I don't know if you remember.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to have to switch my planning. Maybe switch my planning. Maybe I can switch my planning to Fridays.
And I was just finna ask you.
On Fridays, so that I can go over my plan with you on Saturdays. Maybe I need to switch my Walmart deliveries to Saturdays, so that Sunday can actually be a free day.
Okay, now keep in mind, your days don't have to look like everybody else. So that's what I was going to ask you. Do you remember when I had switched mine to Friday? Fridays would be my complete, I'm going to Little Rock to get what I need or whatever. And that, it was working out until it wasn't. And then I switched it to like Wednesday, because I found that it was less people out, you know, in the streets on Wednesdays. Yeah. So it's really whatever works best for you. You know, you don't have to try to, that's why the calendar for the week is so important, because see, then when you're going through plugging that stuff in, you can look and say, oh wait, on Wednesday it's too full. Let me see if I can move some of this to Tuesday, or let me move some of it to like Saturday or something, because we don't want to overwhelm ourselves day to day. Or, you know, like you said, those 3 nights, you don't want to feel like it's draining, like, oh, I don't like Wednesdays because I got to do this and I got to do that. No, let's not. So the days that you got evening stuff, let's try to put as less on there as possible. That,
Okay.
you know, because I'm telling you, even, of course, as we grow, we are going to get more, you know, things added to our plate or whatever. And like you were saying, life is busy. And it's going to continue to get busy. We just got to learn how to delegate everything. So don't look at it like I got to have all this completed on Monday and this is on Tuesday. No, I have gotten to the point where my Wednesdays now, after I done did that 6 a.m. Zoom, and then my day stops at, my work day stops at 9:30 a.m. on Wednesdays. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking another.
Yeah, I'm
nope.
gonna have to find me a rest day during the week, a light day, I guess is what I need to call it. Not a rest day, but a light day.
And don't feel bad either, because I mean, you know, I was like, well, dang, you taking more time off the schedule. Me, no, baby, get in where you can fit in, because what you're not gonna do is run me crazy. So, you know, it's okay to say no to some days, even if it's just, hey, I'm finna sit up and watch TV. That's your business. Do that.
Right.
It's keeping you sane, you know. So let's look at, once we get off, if you have time to just go directly into that calendar and start plugging things in.
Nah, I got to.
Okay.
Do I got time? I got to, because, and that's why I said, if I carve out like an hour for this time every Saturday, then, you know, we normally on here for 15, 20 minutes, and I can go and spend the rest of the time planning and doing what I need to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then the only other thing is I snuck and measured myself.
Okay.
And I done lost so many inches off my stomach and my waist. But now I need you to kill my arms. Like my arm, like now that my midsection is going down, it's making I don't want to look like a linebacker.
So I'm finna tell you right now, we're gonna be at the house. I mean, whatever. It ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good. And remember, as I post those videos of me working out, that tempo, that ain't for the video. That's how it's supposed to go. That's slow. So I get it. It burns. It hurts. Nobody want to move that fast. I mean, you know, that's slow, because you're like, dang, 1, 2, 3, you trying to count. No. Take your time. You're going to have to do all that stuff slow. Okay? It's going to be a lot of the chair burpees, the wall, do you have some of those little, the loop resistant bands? You can get like 3 in a pack from 5.
But I can order them.
Okay.
Possibly.
And if you were going, you know, by Five Below or something, you know, they got them in there already in a pack. It's 3 pack. You're just looking for like the little rubber band ones that we could put around our wrists and do, you know, stuff like that. The broomstick, the pillows, like it doesn't have to be a lot of equipment, because our body is weight enough, you know. So the wall push-ups, remember how we used to do the push-ups on the ball and all that, even the stuff that don't nobody want to do, you know, it's just gonna have to be done. But don't look at the transition from the gym to the house as like you won't be able to do as much, because I would like to think that I look my best now being at home versus, you know, I mean, because when you find out like, bro, that's all I had to do, I was just doing, it's just the right exercises, the right forms, you know, and it's not about the equipment, because I see people who go to the gym and I just be looking, you know, so that
they be in there playing because they don't know what to do.
But that's true too. So yeah. But
yeah, that's my them arms gotta go. And like when I measured, I had lost like 2 inches off my stomach, 1.5 inches off my waist, which I already knew that because my clothes had shifted. But now it's like these Big Mama arms gotta go.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about Big Mama Lotto. I'm talking about Big Mama Soul Food.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, I'll make sure I put, you know, everything on your plan for tomorrow, which are more than likely you'll get it this evening or whatever, because yeah. And I think that's it. So we're gonna shoot for the 6:45 a.m. and so that means waking up at 6. Go ahead to get your mind right or whatever, and then start your workout by 6:45, and really about 7:30 you wrapping it up, you taking your shower, and you still got a nice little window there, you know.
Yeah.
And as far as like the evenings where you was talking about you might have to get something to eat, if you have to grab something, you know, out, that's fine. That's not a negative. Just make sure whatever you're grabbing, it aligns with your goals. But also keep in mind, while we're utilizing this calendar, finna go ahead and plan everything, you'll know exactly, okay, Wednesday night is gonna be late. So on Tuesday, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set an alert for 12 p.m. to go ahead and put chicken in the crock pot. So, and that's for Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's it for today. If that was it from your end.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. I'm excited to shift back into doing the and it made me feel better because, like I told you, I be scared to leave my baby at home because her dad sleeps so hard, and she be down the street and he won't even know it. I'm not even playing.
No, for real, because I looked up.
Playing with the neighbor's dog,
girl,
and he won't even know nothing.
No, and I'm tickled because I had looked. I was like, who done went out the front door? Girl, Bentley was going over his business.
That's what, see, that'll be rid of me. Like, if she not scared of nothing, she be at the neighbor's house and we won't even know.
So yeah, okay. Literally, look, do not put everything in it. Girl, I be putting stuff in there, Walmart, 2 o'clock, like put everything in there, even if it's remembering to text somebody back, and you will see that at first it seems excessive, but I promise you, your future self is going to thank you.
Okay, I'll have to do that now.
Okay, and then I'll take in consideration what you said about what you need, and then get that figured out for you.
Okay.
All right, Bree. Look, you have a good weekend, and I will see you next Saturday.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.